Hey, welcome back to A Chef's Curiosity. This week, let's eat another one of my favorite cities, Chicago. What can I say about Chicago? Birthplace of the skyscraper, world-class public transportation, and more culture down one street than a lot of cities have altogether, which led to an interesting interpretation of pizza, which we're going to make. First, let's start off with the dough, since it takes the longest. Get a big bowl. You're going to want 3¼ cups of flour. All-purpose flour is fine. 1 packet or 1/4 ounce of active dry yeast. Tablespoon of sugar. Teaspoon of salt. And then here's the ingredient that sets it apart and gives it like a biscuity crust. 1/2 cup of cornmeal. Stir that thoroughly so that it's combined well. In a measuring cup that's safe to put in the microwave, of course, melt 1/4 cup or 1/2 stick of butter. Just in the same measuring cup, add 1 1/4 cups of just 100-degree water. So hot water, but not very hot. Just fill the measuring cup until it comes up to 1.5 cups total. Pour that into your dry mixture and stir it with either a rubber spatula or a wooden spoon until it comes just barely together and looks like a shaggy dough going on. Kind of like this. Once it gets to that point, just get in there with your hands. Nice clean hands. I like to use gloves so stuff doesn't get too crazy. Just knead it for about 3-5 minutes until it comes together into a ball and looks kind of shiny. Now, keep in mind, this makes 2 pizzas. Spray some cooking oil into a resealable container and just store the other half for another day. Lasts about 4 days in the fridge. For the portion we're using tonight, though, rub about a teaspoon of just neutral oil in a 9-inch cake pan. Well, that's what I use. You can use your 10-inch cast iron as well if you like. Put your dough in there, flatten it out as good as you can get it. Cover it with either a moist towel or some saran wrap and set it room temperature on the counter for about an hour. All right, while that's resting, let's make the sauce. Just a quick no-cook sauce. Get a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. Then to give it a little zest, I like to add garlic powder, chili flakes, kosher salt, black pepper, dry basil, dry oregano, dry parsley. See, I would tell you amounts, but this is your pizza. I would chill out on the salt a little bit, but this is up to you, honestly. Stir that together to combine completely, and then just set it aside. And once your hour goes by, you get your pizza dough. Press it down even flatter and stretch it out to the edges of the pan, making a big deal to make a lip around the edges. You want basically a bread bowl. Once you have it nice and flat, basically the shape of the pan, go in with about 1/2 cup of shredded mozzarella. And on top of that, we're going to add more sliced mozzarella. Just enough to completely cover the bottom. Press that down a little bit. Then thumb on pieces of just regular Italian sausage until it completely covers everything. Rough chopped onions, rough chopped green peppers, and then that sauce you made. I want you to spoon that on and spread it around until you cannot see anything but tomato sauce. A nice sprinkling of Parmesan Romano blend and put in 425-degree oven for between 25 and 30 minutes. And then you get this. I'd give it about 5 minutes before I even try to get this out of the pan. And then just a nice long spatula. Get under it. Pull it out. Slice it into 6 pieces. Then get ready to go to heaven. Now, this is a little over the top for this isn't every weeknight, as you might guess. All right, let's see what we got. I'm excited about this because I haven't been to Chicago in a while, and it's It's also been a while for this. Mmm. Hot. That is exactly how I remembered. All right. Just picture everything in a pizza shop, all the smells and ingredients and stuff like that, turned up and just more of it. And in this case, more is good. I really hope you get a chance to make this one. This is incredible. Well, thank you for joining me again this week for another lovely pizza session. See you next time. Stay curious.